Hello, my name is Marilyn, and I am going to show you how I used SPSS to make the tables for Dials class. Alright, so I put all of my, sorry, I have notifications that pop up, but I put all of my survey questions into a Google Forms paper thing. And so you can go to responses and see everything. So the way I started this is if you click this little box, it will pop up this little sheet. If you copy the whole sheet, so you can copy it. I tend to hit Control C. You can copy however you want to copy, and then you go to, once it's copied, you click here. So this is SPSS, and you wait for it to load. So this is my loaded SPSS form. You go to the top right corner, right click the first box and hit paste, and it will paste all of your questions from the Google Docs, all your answers for the questions for Google Docs. Okay, and then the next thing that you do is you go up here to this corner and you hit transform. You go to automatic recode, and then you individually will click these and drag them over. Once you click one over, you give it a new title. So whatever your question was, see how this is question 1? Mine is gender, and then you would type in gender. Okay, so once you have dragged over here and renamed all of your variables, you go over here and you make sure that you click this. It is very important, especially for those people who have contingency questions. Okay, and then you hit OK, and this little screen pops up, and you can look it over if you would like. Once you've looked it over, you can exit out. There's no need to save it, so completely exit it out. And then if you scroll all the way over to your right, it has now coded everything for you. So you go over here, and you're going to delete all of these rows. If you want a shortcut, you just click the first one and drag all the way over, and you make sure you delete everything that says var and a number at the top. So everything that's like that. And then once you get to the ones that are like this, you obviously want to keep those, so then you hit delete. And it's all deleted, except you scroll all the way over to the left, and those are all your codes. Okay, down here at the bottom, you can hit variable view, and it shows the question titles and everything else. If you go over here, it will show you what it coded everything as. If you do the coding manually before, if you type in your variables, if you type in your variables before you do the coding, once it's coded, it changes all your answers. So now you have the variables. And so when you make your code sheet, you can use this to help you make your code sheet. Okay, for those of you that have contingency questions that were left blank when you filled in your sheet, if you look over here, none of these squares are blank. And that's because the system automatically codes the blank squares. If you come over here, any questions that were skipped, so for example, I had a question on mine that said, please skip if you do not go to the gym. When I typed it in, so when it came up on my sheet, it was a blank square. And then when it coded it, the system automatically put a number 6 in for anybody who went to the gym or who skipped that question. So anywhere that there was a blank square previously, it now has a 6. Okay, so yes. All right, after you've seen all of that, you can go down here to data view. You go up to analyze. You hit descriptive statistic, scroll down to crosstabs, and I'm going to, just for the sake of this video, I'm going to compare college students, or no, not this one, sorry. For the sake of the video, I'm going to compare gender and whether or not their parent attends a gym. Okay, after that you hit OK, and then this whole square thing pops up. Give it a minute, and then so that is your table that you will use for your paper, and then you can use that for the bivariate analysis part. So this one, and that is how you get the bivariate. And there are a bunch of different ways to do the univariate analysis, but I decided to use Excel. So I went to Excel and I typed in my first question topic, which was gender. My answers were female, male, and other. Those were my options. This is how many people answered that question, and this is the percentage. If you did create a Google Docs, when you go to your Google Docs, it gives you all of that information here. So you put it on there. I have 24 female, 80%, and so on and so forth. And yeah, so that is how I did all of this SPSS stuff.